Close your eyes for a second. Think about the last time you desperately needed help but didn't ask for it. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it's happening right now as you watch this. You know what stopped you. It wasn't laziness. It wasn't pride. It was a lie planted in your brain when you were 7 years old. Here's something nobody wants to admit. School didn't teach you how to succeed. It taught you how to suffer alone. And the worst part, you don't even realize it's happening. Every time you struggle in silence, every time you feel guilty for asking a question, every time you think I should figure this out myself, that's not you thinking. That's the system talking. Let me show you exactly how they programmed you. Remember that feeling? Sitting in class confused about something, hand trembling because you're afraid to raise it? You knew the other kids would see you, the teacher might sigh, someone might laugh, so you stayed quiet. And you learned the most dangerous lesson of your life: asking for help equals weakness. But here's what makes this truly sinister. Every single person you admire, every entrepreneur, artist, athlete, leader, became successful by doing the exact opposite of what school taught you. Steve Jobs didn't build Apple alone. He built teams, he asked questions, he borrowed ideas. Oprah didn't rise from poverty to billions by keeping her struggles secret. She shared them. She sought mentors. She built a network. Elon Musk doesn't pretend to know everything. He hires people smarter than him and asks them for help constantly. The people who made it all broke the same rule. They refused to suffer alone. So why do you still follow the old rules? Stop the video right now if you've ever thought any of these things. I don't want to bother anyone. I should be able to figure this out. Asking for help makes me look incompetent. If any of those hit you, keep watching, because I'm about to show you the invisible prison you've been living in, and more importantly, how to break out. Think about your worst day at school. Maybe it was the day before a big exam. You studied alone, panicked alone, failed or barely passed alone. And if you did well, the system rewarded you for your isolation. Gold star for the kid who needed nobody. But here's the sick irony. That same system was built on collaboration. Every textbook you read, written by teams. Every lesson plan, developed collectively. Every school building, constructed by hundreds of workers helping each other. They taught you to work alone while using the fruits of collaboration to do it. This is the matrix, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now I want you to imagine something radical. Imagine if tomorrow morning you woke up and decided to break the rule. Just once. You reached out to someone and said, I need help with this. Can you guide me? What's the worst that could happen? They say no? They judge you? Here's what actually happens. 9 times out of 10, people light up. Because helping others is hardwired into human psychology. Studies show that when you help someone, your brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, the same chemicals that make you feel pleasure and connection. You're not bothering people by asking for help. You're giving them an opportunity to feel good. But the system never taught you that, did it? Let me tell you about Sarah. She's not a real person, but she represents thousands of people I've seen. Sarah spent 5 years trying to launch her business. 5 years of working 16-hour days, making the same mistakes over and over, too proud to admit she needed guidance. Then one day, exhausted and on the verge of quitting, she did something radical. She sent 20 emails to successful entrepreneurs asking for 30 minutes of their time. 3 people responded, just 3. But those 3 conversations changed everything. One person showed her a marketing strategy she'd never considered. Another introduced her to a potential investor. The third simply said, you're not alone. I struggled with the same thing. 6 months later, her business took off. Not because she suddenly became smarter or worked harder. Because she finally broke the rule. Now here's where this gets even more powerful, and this is the part most people miss. The moment you start asking for help, something shifts inside you. You begin to see other people differently, not as competitors, not as threats, but as potential allies. And when someone asks you for help, you don't see weakness. You see courage. This creates something psychologists call a reciprocity loop. When you help someone, they're more likely to help others. When you ask for help and receive it, you're more likely to offer help freely. It's exponential. One act of vulnerability creates a ripple effect that can touch hundreds of lives, but it starts with you breaking the conditioning. Right now, I want you to do something uncomfortable. Pull out your phone. Think of one person who knows something you need to learn, one person who's already where you want to be, and send them a message, not tomorrow. Right now. Keep it simple. Hey, I'm working on something and I'd love your perspective. Do you have 15 minutes this week? That's it. No elaborate explanation. No apology for bothering them. Just a clear, specific request. I'll wait. Seriously, pause this video and do it. Done? Good. Because you just did something most people will never